I'm just a guy. I live down the way over there. But my son was born with a pre-existing condition. Ryan was born with a condition called esophageal atresia, where his mouth does not connect to his stomach. Without surgical intervention and extensive nursing and care, Ryan would have starved to death within weeks of being born. But he was lucky. He was born in 2014 under the protection of the Affordable Care Act and good employer insurance. There were no coverage gaps, there were no denials of service, and no limits on what insurance was willing to pay. Now, thanks to $750,000 in insurance bills over 5 months, and the tireless efforts of the best doctors and nurses this world has ever seen, no one has to explain to Ryan why he can't eat like the other children. Not all kids are that lucky. There are thousands of babies born in Missouri with a congenital defect each year. Thousands more will be diagnosed with cancer before they graduate high school. And millions of Americans will suffer from heart disease, cancer, diabetes, HIV, and other life-threatening conditions each year. Without the Affordable Care Act, my son, along with hundreds of thousands of Missourians, will be prevented from getting the care he needs to stay healthy. We are all here today because these aren't statistics to us. They're not abstractions. These are our parents, our husbands, and our wives. These are our children and our grandchildren. We are here today because we all want the same thing: quality, affordable health care for our neighbors, for our friends, and most of all, for our families. So I've been telling my story pretty much nonstop for the past few months. I've been writing letters, making phone calls, even going to offices all over the country, and doing everything I can to get our representatives to listen. Because I know that it won't just be Ryan who suffers if the ACA disappears. Our neighbors, our friends, and our families will also pay that price. And you know, I'm tired. I'm tired of telling our story. I'm tired of it falling on deaf ears. I am tired of our elected officials doing everything that they can to avoid actually representing us instead of the billionaires and the corporations that pack their campaign war chests. But I keep going. I flew to DC on Monday to tell my story directly and to share the story of hundreds of our friends and neighbors. And you know what? They're tired too. They're tired of the letters. They are tired of the non-stop phone calls. They are tired of us speaking up and speaking out. They are tired of us coming together and making our voices heard. They are wondering when we're going to give up. They're wondering when we're going to go home. But this is our families. Are we going to give up?
No!
I didn't hear you. I said, are we going to give up?
No!
Are we going to go home and pretend everything is okay?
No!
Are we going to stop fighting?
No!
That's right. We will fight. We will fight for our parents. We will fight for our husbands and our wives. We'll fight for our sisters and our brothers. We will fight for our children and our grandchildren. So long as there is breath left in our bodies, we will fight. So keep writing those letters. Call your senators and your congresspeople and demand that they protect the Affordable Care Act. And when you're done with that, call your friends and your families and your neighbors and everyone you know and convince them to fight too. The lives of our parents, of our brothers and sisters, of our children and our grandchildren, and so many others depend on us. So never give up and never stop fighting for the quality, affordable health care that each and every one of us deserves.
Yeah!